The UN World Food Program says aid for Syrian refugees is being cut in half. More than 1.5 million Syrians rely on the UN for food and water. CCTV's Stephanie Fried visited the Zaatari refugee camp in Jordan, now home to many Syrian refugees.
Despite inclement weather, it is hectic at Jordan's Zaatari refugee camp World Food Program supermarket. Inside, the supermarket is chaotic.
The pandemonium you see behind me, that's due to the fact that people were issued their monthly credit for groceries today by the World Food Program, so they are stocking up. But some people say that what should last them a month is not stretching that far.
Citing the biggest funding crisis since Syria's civil war erupted 4 years ago, in January, the UN cut Syrian refugee food allotments from about $1 per person per day to just over 50 cents.
We don't have enough to eat. We get food credits that are supposed to last 30 days. It only lasts 10 days.
The problem is funding allocations are drying up. The UN says donors who were giving to Syrian refugees are diverting contributions to alternate crises, like Africa's Ebola epidemic. In turn, aid cuts will hit Syrian refugees in Egypt, Turkey, Lebanon, and Jordan hard, fueling prospects of widespread hunger this winter. As cuts were announced in December, UN higher-ups sat down with calorie count charts and estimated bare minimum nutritional needs for refugees. They also polled refugees, asking, what will you do if we cut the current ration?
42% said we might just go back to Syria. 22% said we will have no choice but to move into the camps. About half of people with children, families with children, said they would no longer be able to send their children to school.
The options are bitter on all fronts. Return to a battle zone, resign oneself and one's family to life in a tent, forego education and send children instead to the streets to earn money. Raising the capital, $20 million a month to feed 500,000 refugees in Jordan alone, is a constant challenge. The hope is that a new fiscal year will usher in largesse.
We are hopeful and optimistic that we will be able to mobilize funds for the Syrian refugees in Jordan and the region, because it is a critical need and this crisis has global consequences.
The WFP reports it does not have the necessary funding to meet February food aid needs. With demand for food already outstripping what is available to be handed out, the question is, how much worse will life become for Syria's refugees in the new year as a result of the aid budget cut? Stephanie Fried, CCTV, Zaatari Refugee Camp, Jordan.